Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be giving you the latest in AI and of course everything that's going on in the tech and the gaming world. I do apologize for the way everything is set up here on the screen. This is didn't really know what I have to put there for the background, so I just went with this. But nonetheless, let's just get straight into business, okay? First up, we have the Ubisoft. Everybody knows Ubisoft. You have tons of games that are from Ubisoft. If you take a look here, you got Assassin's Creed Shadows and all these others. Assassin's Creed, Siege, Assassin's Creed, Siege. There's a lot of Assassin's Creed out here. Okay, but this is what we have to tell you guys. Ubisoft is looking to become a new EA or the new EA, drawing inspiration from its previous decades of monetization with this latest misstep in gamer misunderstandings. What mishap, you may be asking? Ubisoft says the microtransactions in single-player games like Assassin's Creed Shadows make them more fun because paying helps you progress faster. Well, gamers have more fun when they can pay even more for the game they already bought. Apparently, that is their thought. You know, we get to progress faster, and we love paying more for a game, even though we've paid, like in my country, like the latest game, like when Assassin's Creed was like 1,200. Yeah, we love paying more than 1,200. Ubisoft reasoning. Ooh, my apologies. Ubisoft's reasoning is the monetization offer within their premium games makes the player experience more fun by allowing them to personalize their avatars or progress more quickly. Give me one moment. Let me just put this. Okay, I'm back. They are right about one thing. Yeah, we do like to be able to personalize our own avatars, but we don't really want the game to end faster. Okay, we do like stronger weapons and all of that to make the game more fun, but not for the game to end faster or to progress quickly. No, we don't really want that. We want progress, not quickly, but we want a good storyline in the nonetheless. They are right about one thing, and that's the fact that people love the ability to customize their avatar. But this is clearly a ploy to get players to purchase items in-game or store so that Ubisoft can make more money, even though they did not deliver on the game as they should have done in the beginning. That's the thing. In the real world that the players live in, that's me and you, okay, and not Ubisoft board members, because apparently they don't live in the world that we live in, you get according to the quality of your work. If you want to make huge sales on games, then produce good or great games. The better the game, the better the chances sales will increase and in-game purchases. Okay. That's basically true. But at Ubisoft, they're not delivering to a product that the consumer would want to consume any further. Why would you want to buy the same game that your friend purchased but is now upset at the fact that he paid for it? That's the one thing here. Ubisoft needs to understand that when it comes to the player base, we want good games. We don't want a game, like let's say they gave us Assassin's Creed Shadows, right? And you find out it's only 4 hours worth of play. No, we want something that's much longer than that. Something that give us like a good full weekend where we can just play, you know, or a full week. Because there's a lot of players out there, and these guys they just go for a full entire week playing one specific game. That's what we want. We want to have fun. We want to be drawn into the story. We want to explore the action, explore the scenes, explore the story. Just have a whole lot of fun. That's what's cool about these single player games. And when it comes to the online games, we all know what's fun about the online games. It's the battle royales and everything like that. Not to mention, in the online games, there are also good stories there nonetheless. Ubisoft is all about the money. I understand the company last year and the beginning of this year have gone through many changes. Many scrutiny, you know, in terms of prices and of course like the stock market. Look, the company is under a lot of pressure, and the only way to get out of that is to stop making Assassin's Creed, cheats. Give us a good game. That one good game can change a lot of things for Ubisoft. But they need to understand that that's what they need to do. Okay? Moving on. Stop Killing Games initiative. I'm sure a lot of the viewers already know about the Stop Killing Games movement and its purpose, right? Anyway, The goal of the initiative is to demand that publishers leave video games in a playable state. So basically, if you look at, man, I just had the game in my mind now and I completely lost it. But if you look at the game that you've been playing for so many years and they say, well, the servers are going to be shutting down because we cannot provide any support on these, but you love playing the game and you still have friends that play the game, that's kind of sad, right? You have to say goodbye to the game even though you paid for it. That's the thing. You paid for it. You paid, let's just say, you paid $60 for the game. After maybe, who knows how many years? Maybe 5. It's kind of a short one. Maybe after a decade, they decide, okay, now we're going to cancel, we're going to pull the plug, all the servers, the game is not going to exist. But you paid for it. That's the whole thing. Players and the people, everybody that's in the Stop Killing Games initiative, they want the devs and the companies to leave these games in a playable state, so that basically they don't say that we're closing this, we're shutting down the servers, and you're going to lose your money that you paid. We want to keep our money. That's the whole thing. We want to play the game. So in a sense, this is consumer protection. The founder Ross Scott has released a video detailing an anonymous accusation levied against him and the movement of deliberately obstructing facts and misleading the EU Parliament. This started as a response to the delisting of Ubisoft, once again, The Crew in 2024. The Crew was actually a good game. I did like it. I did. The Stop Killing Games movement aims to pressure publishers into creating an end-of-life plan for all games, ensuring that once online services wind down, paying users retain those users that paid for everything. So you paid for the game and you paid for everything online. Retain the ownership in a meaningful capacity, so you don't actually lose your stuff. Okay. As of today, the Stop Killing Video Games initiative has surpassed the threshold of 1.4 million signatures, which means that the document will almost certainly have to be addressed by the European Commission and that the EU institutions will have to deal with the issue. That's actually really good. So that means we are moving forward. We are going as far as possible. And this is actually making big news because if Ubisoft, if the Parliament gets this done and Ubisoft has to do it, which I'm pretty sure it's going to happen, this will force other major game developers out there to do the exact same. And that means that whatever game you have, after so many years, you will still be able to play it. Just make sure you still have your account, to be honest. But just because they've crossed this threshold doesn't mean the organizers have won the campaign yet. Ross Scott warns that lobbyists associated with companies in the gaming industry opposing Stop Killing Games are planning actions to discredit the initiative and deter members from the European Parliament from supporting it, apparently. That's too bad. So if you haven't had a chance to join the action so far, you still have time to do so. You can still sign the petition until 31st of July, which will obviously be next week, as you can see on this website over here. Petition to UK government, and this is contacting the UFC. The complaints of, okay, that's the Crew, but this is where you can sign the UK petition. I mean, it's basically part of the EU nonetheless. European initiative, that's actually pretty cool. It's on this website that you can see right over here at www.stopkillinggames.com. EU petition is over here. Past actions, fact, policy. I mean, it's all basically there for you to catch. It's pretty simple. Just go and sign the petition. Now you know from this video exactly why the Stop Killing Games movement exists, and just jump on board if you feel that you would also like to keep your games even after the service has been removed, and that way we can all still have fun on our consoles and the rest of our devices. Moving on to the anti-porn group. Why am I bringing this one up? Well, apparently, the anti-porn group declares a win over the pedo gamers fetisher. I can't believe I said that. After Steam's mass sex game Purge. Basically, there's an anti-porn group out there that has been lashing out at Steam to remove games that pander to sexual fetishes and use basically women as sexual content within the games. Okay. So let's get into that. Steam recently purged hundreds of sex games featuring explicit content, including many with themes around sexual abuse after rolling out stricter moderation rules. PC Gaming's biggest storefront appeared to blame pressure from online payment processors for the changes, which some developers worry will lead to a censorship crackdown on anything Steam regards to be controversial, regardless of whether it contains harmful content or not. An anti-porn group, which previously tried to get games as mainstream as Grand Theft Auto 5 banned, is now taking credit for Valve's new policies and accusing critics of being sick brain rotted pedo gamer fetishists. I can't pronounce it. It's right over there. Fetishists. Sick brain rotted pedo gamer fetishists. Damn. Hardcore. I blame Ubisoft. Okay? Because of the content that is displayed in some games, I do understand Grand Theft Auto has the hose, and that's the same for, Saints Row, and there's a whole lot of games. But come on. You're going to ban what's really out there in the world? Why don't you start with what's happening in the world before you start to ban virtually? My gosh. So, the game does not represent the real world. Grand Theft Auto 5 represents France. I think it's in there. You guys you'll catch the joke. Because of the content that is displayed in the games that this group has called has called these games to be banned in all countries. Steam 6 game Purge was first reported by Anna Valens at Vice, who noted that the grassroots campaign against the objectification of women and sexualization of girls in media has previously published a letter to the CEOs behind PayPal, MasterCard, Visa, and other payment platforms, accusing them of profiting from rape, incest, plus child abuse on Steam. Whoa! Valens also pointed to Collective Shout's long history of calling for bans of mainstream games like Detroit, Become Human, and Grand Theft Auto 5 over certain scenarios or portrayals in games it deemed harmful toward women. The only people to blame here is you. Yes, you GTA 5 players, okay? You're always ruining a good thing. Whether it's waiting longer for GTA 6, you make the wait longer, okay? Or you guys make the lobby and the game look like France when PSG won the trophy in the UEFA Championships. You make the lobbies look like France during the riots when PSG won the soccer, bro. When they won the tournament, you make it look like that. I blame the GTA 5 players. And Ubisoft. Okay. Moving on. We can never have anything nice with these GTA 5 players hanging around us like this. It's not clear right now if Steam will continue purging pornographic games from its catalog, or how exactly the process works in practice, to be honest. So I'm sure they'll develop an algorithm that will search through the inventory for these games and alert those responsible in this task to investigate. And obviously, if it seems that yes, this game is sexualizing women and it has all those other tropes to it, they'll most likely purge. In the meantime, Collective Shoutout co-founder Melinda Tankard, it's a weird name, Melinda Tankard-Riest, is calling those critical of Valve's decision porn sick brain rotted pedo gamer fetishists. Wow. While the organization's initial letter accused Steam of hosting hundreds of games that would breach Australian's classification laws, Collective Shout has so far declined to name any specific examples. Most of the content found within the games, including the graphics and the developers' descriptions, are too distressing for us to make public. Basically, they just it looks like they just want to make games a whole lot safer and not have any sexual themes. This would kind of help, I guess, with a whole lot of things, because it's obviously a lot of the kids that, a lot of the kids and a lot of the other people that play these games are obviously of the male gender, and basically, I guess it's just to protect the kids. Not just the kids. I guess. I mean, there's been some hectic games that could have came out a lot of times. For example, there was this one Japanese game that got banned immediately, but it was still completed, which is weird because the game was based on you being a stalker, and it's Japanese, so you in Japan or whatever, and you have to find this woman who's all alone, and you gotta grape them. That's actually what the game is based on. And I thought to myself when that was more than a decade ago. When I heard that this game was done, I thought to myself, well, it's obviously going to be banned. But who was the guy who involved in the project, right? That said, finish it. That's weird. Like, imagine, like, maybe you guys can find it up and let me know. But still, like, you're the guy that got banned. You're gonna get a lot of backlash on your company because you completed the game. You didn't decide to scrap it from the beginning and said, "No, that's a bad idea. We are not going to have those kind of games be made at our establishment." But you finished it. That is so weird. Oh, I can't get to what that game's name was, but it's been banned. You can't find it. I did look it up to see, like, this is a crazy thing, but I couldn't find it nonetheless. Moving on, we got Elon Musk and Baby Grok. Apparently, Elon Musk is going to create a Baby Grok AI chatbot. So it's not going to be on X. By the way, they have the AI chatbot Grok, which is on X. Well, this one is not going to be on X. Okay, the freight train of AI continues to plow through any and all barriers, oblivious to any human protestations. Okay, technological. No, no, I don't care. We're not listening to the video. We're listening to me. Where was I? Okay. Technological determination or determinism has a certain ring to truth to it. Okay. So I'm not entirely surprised by Elon Musk recently posting on X that he resisted AI for so long, living in denial. Now it's game on. That's basically what he texted. Apparently, this is big news because Elon Musk has always said AI is not a good thing. Even though he has Grok on X, he's always been talking against AI, saying that it's the number one human enemy out there. But it seems that he's going full into it now. Okay, like I said, game on. But I know this Musk would eventually side with AI, or we all knew he would eventually succumb to its dark nature of AI. The dark side. Okay, sorry. What? Why do I say must? Is it autocorrect the entire time? Musk has been beefing up the virtual corridors of AK with all things Grok for a long time now. And love it or not, he's going to go all in on this, okay? Musk emphasized that Baby Grok will be distinct from the company's existing AI chatbot Grok, ensuring that children have access to this digital assistance without exposure to inappropriate or potentially harmful material. The move underlines growing efforts within the industry to address concerns about algorithmic content safety for younger audiences. Okay. As far as I know, there are not any other child-friendly AI assistants that exist out there. Okay, and maybe Siri or maybe Alexa, but do they really have those boundaries that Baby Grok will have? To be honest, but I would say that Baby Grok might devs be the official child-friendly AI assistant that will exist. Who knows? This might be accepted in schools. Think of the applications that this could actually have if you apply it to schools. To be honest, the kids are going to be taught by AI. You're going to have a Superman robot, which is going to be telling the kids, this is how you do it, okay? So I guess soon there will be teachers with no jobs, sadly. That's the whole thing. As far as AI moves, eventually, I mean, if Baby Grok once Baby Grok exists, it might be look well, it's child friendly. It's got access to all the good information. We could even have this assist teachers, and then the teachers be like, okay, we can have this assist the students, and then it will be AI that will be teaching the kids and not teachers. So eventually, there will be no jobs for teachers out there in any case. AI truly is destroying us from the inside. Okay, we thought it was going to be nukes like John Connor. No, it's not. It's destroying the natural way things are done. The way we have been doing it. AI is assisting people with chatbots. Soon it's going to be in schools. It really could be in schools. We're cracking down on porn, which is being used on games. Soon, I mean, even there are game developers out there that have fired their employees because now they have AI that can develop the games for them. If you don't know the quality of the games, it might be crap quality, but nonetheless, it's going to be much cheaper for these developers to create games now because they have AI that can do it for them. And there's a lot of people that's losing their jobs because of AI. And you think, where do these people go? What do they do? Eventually, what will the teachers do? I mean, dude, even my job, even other jobs out there. Are we going to be looking at YouTube videos and it's going to be created by AI only? It might not be that entertaining anymore. Holy crap. Well, we're not going to stress about the way the world is moving and how far it's moving forward, but it's distressing. I mean, especially if you think you're a student and you are studying and you have aspirations as to what you would like to step into in the workplace. I mean, you have to really take much thought on that. But let me not go into all of those things, okay? We're here for entertainment. I just told you the news. That was the news. Thank you so much for joining for this video. Do not forget to like and subscribe. And not to mention, catch my next video, which will be coming soon. Bye.